And normally the green packet would have went in A, and the orange packet would go in B. Like always, you're going to mix it up. Make sure you scrape the sides really well, so it'll all be really well combined, well mixed. So step 5, we're going to go ahead and try to make the eggs. I don't know how well it's going to work. You can see we already started making them a little bit. But the purpose of step 5 is to take container B and like pick it up with the little dropper and put it in A to make the little eggs. So you just drop it in there a drop at a time, and it really does look like the sushi eggs are forming. Okay, I will go ahead and take a break and come back as soon as I've made all the eggs. Okay, so I finished making all the eggs, and basically once you make the eggs, you pick it up, pick one up at a time with the dropper, and get it out of the liquid and bring it over and drop it there, so you get it kind of strained. So I'll show you how you pick up a few and put it over there, and then I'll take another break and finish doing it. But see, you can see one of the eggs on there. So anyway, I'll continue to do this, and I'll come back in a little bit. Okay, so on the plastic package that all the contents were in, it had a section where it shows you how to build a couple of the caviar and rice things, and then another section of it's on the box. But there is a section that shows you how big right here on the plastic to make the rice. So I'm going to take the little pieces of rice, and I'm going to make sure they fit inside that little box. Then you're going to form them into like a little circular thing. Circular, square type shape, I guess. Anyway, so that looks pretty good for that. Of course, it's not going to be perfect. So there's one. And then back to the box, it shows you to take the yellow, and you're going to loosen it up from in there. You're going to cut it in half. Then you're going to take one of those half pieces out. Hang on, I think I'm going to make the rice piece a little bit bigger, or that's going to be way too big. The yellow is going to be too big to fit on the rice if I don't. And it still fits in that little box, but that's better. So you're going to want to make it a little bit on the larger size. Then you're going to take the yellow. You're going to put it on the white rice. You're going to pat it down. And I'll go ahead and make the others by myself, but you're also going to take the red. You're going to do the same thing. Loosen it up. Cut it in half. And put it on the rice. And so I'll go ahead and finish making those. Here, I'm going to do the one with the caviar now. I've got the rice ball formed. And then as you remember, I had made the brown piece, I assume it's seaweed, that they wrap around the outside. So I'm going to wrap that around the outside of the rice. You're going to want to make sure the rice is down towards the table or whatever you're making this on, so that you can put the caviar on there and it will sit down in there. there's that. Then I'm going to take some of the caviar. One thing I'm going to tell you about this Popin Cookin kit is I had must have been a tad too much water, and it made it not look the best. So when you are doing this kit, it's very important to use the least amount of water possible. Even if you just use what it says and then maybe take 10 or 12 drops out after you have the each section filled with water. Take 10 or 12 drops out. I think it will make all the difference in the world, because as you can see, our yellow one did not turn out the best. It looks a little bit sloppy. You can't tell the texture of the container it was in, and that's all because there was too much water. So I will go ahead and finish putting the caviar on here, and I'll be back in a few. So you'll notice that, like I said, the plastic packaging that it came in, they always have stuff printed on it that you can cut out, like containers to put the things you're making in and things like that. So this one had little plates printed on it. I don't think you necessarily were supposed to cut it out, but I just thought it'd look better. So I cut the little plates out, and I put each one of the little things I made on it. And they all look pretty good. But there is one last step. So the last step, it's showing you to take the packet, the brown packet, and it's going to go back in where the rice originally was. And like always, you're going to add water. So the plastic packaging that everything came in had the little plates printed on it, and it didn't necessarily say to cut them out, but I thought it would be cute to cut them out and put each rice patty with the different things on top of it on there. So that's the 4 that I made. And then the very last step is to make, I believe, a soy sauce. So you're going to mix the soy sauce up where the rice originally was. So like always, you're going to fill it up, number 1 up, with water, like you did before. Okay, and then you're going to pour the brown packet in. And I'm going to go ahead and mix this up really well. Like I said, make sure you're mixing it up and scraping you're not going to have to scrape the sides on this, but you're going to have to scrape the bottom. And I will be back after I have it mixed up. So the last step was to make the soy sauce, and I've made it. And then you're going to put a little bit in the dropper and put it on top of the yellow one. And so I went ahead and put that on there. And then I thought, just so everyone could know what I thought of it, of each thing after I made it, I would taste each one. So here's the one with the red on top. It's not bad. If you like gummy candy, you'll definitely like it. It tastes a little bit of grape with maybe like a little bit of raspberry on it. Then the yellow one, which is the one that had the soy sauce on it. I can't really taste the soy sauce. I just stuck my finger in the soy sauce that I mixed up, and it didn't really have much of a different taste to it. And then I'll taste this one. That one also tastes grape-ish. And then the last one, which ended up being really cool because it had the caviar eggs. That one was also okay. It tasted grape, too. So, that was how you make the sushi version of the Popin Cookin. Thank you.